Let go.
The thing that hurts the most is my mom's accusing me of molesting her and my son, which I know is not true. She knows it's not true. A parent is supposed to be there to want their child to be the best, better than them. But I realized that before my son was born, even after my son was born, I really don't think my mom's want the best for me.
He told me himself, he finally told the CPS workers what was happening. He said, Grandma, I told them everything. Everything, Grandma. And they told me I didn't have to go back home. And they took me back. That's my only resource. But yet they
Out!
drag me.
Let's go.
They don't do it.
I think that the reason my mom's just doing all this is she's looking for attention. I know I'm a good father, and my son doesn't need for anything, and I know when I pass his test, everything is said and done. It's going to be just like regularly. The only thing I don't have to worry about is having to hear my mom's echo in the background.
Everything's a lie. The only two people telling the truth is Jeffrey and his wife Renee. And the child is lying. I believe the child. I believe my grandson.
5-3. Duffy.
Jeffrey, that's your mother on the tape, and she believes that you're physically and sexually abusing your son.
5-4.
Please, it's not true. I never hit my child before in my life. I used to get beaten myself, so growing up I always said if I have a child, I'm going to always treat my child better than what my parents treated me and what my family treated me.
Do you believe that your wife abuses the child?
Out!
I've never seen it, and I don't believe that.
Let go. Let go.
Charges have been filed.
No.
Does it hurt that your mom says things like this?
It doesn't even, hurt is not even the word. Hurt's not even the word.
Fuck!
It's like,
Come on, man. We gotta lock in.
As a person, you didn't have the best in your life. So,
Out!
you probably didn't have the best upbringing, but at least when she had me, it was decent. But for her to, mind you, I never met my father. I don't know my father. And I really feel like, even though I was not the best kid growing up, I feel like it's like a stigma. Oh, because he stole or he lied back then. It always sticks to you. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you can't explain that to my mom. It's like, it's like this. I'm always going to be stuck with a stigma when it comes to her. If I'm a liar, I'm always be a liar. But deep, I'm always be a thief.
Is Renee a good mother?
Yes. I never had no issues with Renee. If I felt there's an issue with Renee, I'd be the first to tell you. I definitely told Renee if I find out she's doing something, I'll call them on myself.
How you doing? So you believe that your son and his wife are sexually and physically abusing your grandson, right?
Yes.
Why do you believe that?
You. Out!
I can only go by what my grandson tells me.
Does the little boy make more complaints against the mother than your son?
Yes.
Okay. What does he say that his mother doesn't?
My grandson tells me that my son and his mother tell him to do nasty stuff. That's the way he says it. It's even hard for me to say.
Okay, but he says...
Because he's my son.
So your grandson's telling you these things, but he's not being specific.
Well, he calls it what he calls it, and he mimics. Because, it's stuff, when he first told me, he was very young.
Right.
And he still tells me. So,
But is he specific? Is he saying, my mother touches me here?
he calls it nasty stuff. Okay?
So he's not specific, he's general.
Right.
So you believe
I don't like him.
you believe that
Let's go.
Renee is sexually abusing your grandson.
Yes.
And you claim that you've heard her have sex talk over the phone with your grandson.
Yes.
What did you hear?
She told him that he has to go and he has to shut the door. What conversation is that private? So I just backed up out of his room, because he has a room at my house. And I just backed up where he couldn't see me, and she's just saying, don't you miss me? I miss you so much, and don't you miss me? And she's breathing heavy, and he's going like this. He's like rubbing his eyes out of the socket. And he's crying and he couldn't keep still and he's starting to rock. And she's like, tell me you miss me because I miss you so bad. I miss you so bad. I just miss you. I miss you so bad. And I'm like, that's it. I said, give me the phone, give me the phone. What's wrong? And then she just started cursing at me. She was, and that's
You took that conversation as sexual?
I took that conversation as sexual from the things that he told me that my grandson has told me in the past. And then
You have called CPS on your son and his wife numerous times, right?
I called them on her.
Well, but your son is the father, so if they investigate the mother, they're going to investigate the father.
When I called them on her, they not always both investigated. And she was
The
found.
jury has stated that he's been investigated.
Not always. I don't get, he gets his mail at my house, so I don't always get a letter from him, and he's not always
How many
investigated.
times?
And she was found guilty of inappropriate touching.
Of sexually abusing her son?
Mm-hmm.
Who has custody of the little boy?
That's a good question, because I was told Renee has custody. Then I was told someone else has custody.
Well, if Renee has custody, don't you find that odd that there was founded claims against her and they let her...
They were both. They were both. Especially when in reference to the sexual abuse, that was founded. It was not unfounded.
Right, but doesn't that strike you that if it was founded that she retains custody of her son?
She got him back. She didn't have custody of him.
Fuck, man.
Founded a complaint of sexual abuse, and then she got her son back?
I can't speak of the system. I can only speak of what I know. And what I know from being in that courtroom, she didn't have him at first. At first I had him. And then he went to someone else.
Why did you have him?
Why?
Yeah.
I had him.
But not incarcerated for anything to do with her son.
Now, what type of proof, what type of paperwork, and what...
It's a beautiful day.
First set, team 1 to serve. Play. Love. 15 all. 15-30. 15-40. 30-40. 40-30. Advantage. Team 1. Game, Team 1. Team 1 leads 1 game to love. First set. Love. Out. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Forty, 15. Fault. Forty, 30. Out. Game, Team 2, 1 game all. Love.